watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Alright, so I thought I'd show a little knife I got for Christmas here. This is a real cheap, inexpensive knife, just an Imperial and, really budget. This is like under $10. This is a Battenfeld product out of China. Imperial brand now, owned by them. There's a look at the barcode. Looking at IMP14. It's also on this side, IMP14. And the Imperial 14 is the little small Stockman here in cracked ice. Now I've had a sow belly in cracked ice for quite a while, not any of their Stockman though. So here's a small Stockman, 3 5/8 inch closed length. Okay. And again, very inexpensive knife. Polished up the bolsters and the handles, and you've got these nice celluloid colored handles. And they call it again, is their name for it is cracked ice. The stainless steel Imperial shield with the stamped in there. Stainless steel bolsters, and they're kind of slanted here on the insides. Brass pins. Stainless liners. And there's a good look at your two back springs there. Stainless back springs. And a top down view kind of shows you the way they've aligned those blades. Not really get any blade rub on this, which is good. $6 to $10 knife, whatever you want to call it. Pretty good. It's nothing fancy for the blade material. You got 3CR13 mauve. But build construction looks like it's, pretty good. Not really seeing any massive gaps there in the spring. And the pins are nice and smooth, and there's no stepping to the bolsters from the handle. So that's nice and smooth. And I polished this up a little bit, but you can see it. Pretty attractive looking little knife. Even if it's not that expensive or fancy. But yeah, and the blades don't really rub in there, and that's kind of nice. But yeah, really nothing to complain about on the exterior. Looks pretty good. Now these pins are actually pinned in. If you look at the interior of the liner, you can see them in there. I'm not going to try to show you that. It's a little difficult to do with the angle that's required. I put the edge on this guy. They were a little disappointing as far as their sharpness out of the box. So I gave it a little freshening up. Nothing major. Just put a little 800 stone on it, and then honed it. And they're sharp enough to do what I need to do. Don't need to be a razor blade. But you get the little nice nail nick there, just a straight up nail nick. Nothing fancy. No swedging or anything like that. Just your small little clip blade, and you get the Imperial tank stamp on one side here and the model number on the other. There's the Imperial logo there. And on this side you get the IMP14. Got a satin finish to it. You can see the vertical satin finish there. Pretty soft looking satin finish. And you can just make out the Imperial Charade logo there. Was a little more prominent, but I just gave it a light buffing and a lot of it came off. There's a look at the blade edge now after I've given a little touch up. Quite a bit better than it was. It's pretty gritty out of the box, so you're probably going to want to tweak that a little bit if you're like me, like a little sharper knife. But with the pull on this guy, it's really pretty good, pretty decent for a smaller knife. It's probably about a 6. A good snap on the close. And I'll shut up so you can listen. So yeah, good walk and talk. Nothing to complain about there. And just like any Stockman, or most Stockmans, you're going to have a clip point blade. This one measures about just over 1 3/4, and then with the cutting edge, about 1 5/8. So pretty small little blade. Then on the reverse, the 2 nail nicks are back there. The middle blade, got the sheep's foot in the middle. And there's no tank stamp on that one, but you got the nice little clean nail nick there. And I freshened up the edges on all 3 blades, so no factory edges left on this guy, but just a little sheep's foot there. And this little fella measures right about 1.5 inches full to the tang, and then a cutting edge of about 1 1/4. It's got good snap on it too. Maybe a little less than the main blade, but I'd say it's probably 5.5. No half stops or anything like that, just kind of have a natural stopping position as it rotates out. But you can access that middle blade pretty easily. No major issues getting to the nail nick. And then finally we have a little spade blade here. It almost looks like a pen blade, but it's got that little notch in the bottom there just to indicate that it's a spade. And put an edge on that one as well. Again, got the satin finish on it, and little clean nail nick. This makes for a pretty good little 5th pocket knife. Pretty small. You can put it just about anywhere. This little guy's tiny. Not even an inch and a half. I'd say 1 3/8. And then the cutting edge is maybe just over 1 1/8. So 1 3/8, just over 1 1/4, and then 1 1/8, not quite 1 1/4. So pretty small little blade. Smallest of the 3 blades. Pull on that, maybe about 5. Yeah, the secondary ones are not quite as strong as the main blade. I'd say that's more like a 6. But, you know, small blades like that, you don't need a super strong pull. You're not going to be putting a whole lot of pressure on it. Plenty strong enough to do a little job. But yeah, just a nice little 5th pocket knife. You know, good to have some small Stockmans laying around the house. I always use my old timers a lot. Much like an old timer, really, you know, but just a different style. It's not quite like a 34 OT, a little smaller than that. Not 3 5/8 inch length handle there. And yeah, just a really inexpensive 5th pocket knife. Not going to be a primary carry probably, but just for some smaller tasks, plenty good enough for that. And you can get the 3CR pretty sharp. I know it's not the greatest steel in the world, and some people frown on it, but don't be a metal snob. Really, 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 really don't need to be. These aren't going to get like razor sharp probably. I think the the grind on them from the factory is probably closer to a 25-degree edge, something like that. So they're never going to be super massively little slicey blades, but I suppose if you wanted to reprofile them, you could get them sharper than that, but I don't really see the need. They're going to be super hard use, and you can just keep them sharp for a lot longer with a little bit broader angle. So keep that small little pocket knife in your rotation for quite a long time before you have to do anything with it. But that's going to do it for my review, guys. Just a basic little knife. Like I say, about $6 from Chicago Knife Works, a little over, six and change. And then right around $10 on Amazon delivered. So probably the better option is go with Amazon if you're only going to just order the one knife. But, if you don't have Prime, well, then you can shop around. These are going to be in a lot of different places. These cracked ice have been out for quite a long time. Haven't really done much with their Imperial line, Battenfield. So these have been produced for quite a while. In fact, if I look at the box, it's going to give me the date code here. Yeah, 12/21. So this is exactly a year old, being 12/22 now. So there you have it, guys. Imperial number 14, IMP14, small Stockman, 3 5/8 inch handle length, 3 blades, spay, clip, and sheep's foot. Just your standard little Stockman here. And that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're not already. So many people have watched videos of mine that are not subscribed. So if you're enjoying the content, you really should subscribe. Helps keep you aware of new content, and you don't have to find your way back to me that way. If you're subscribed, you can just click on your subscription and come right back. And also turn on your notifications if you are already, so you're made notified when I do post something new by a notification. Anyway, I hope you guys take care today. Hope you have a fantastic day today, and we'll see you next time.